This is the Tokyo Butter 23 sneaker channel. Tokyo Butter 23 no sneaker channelです. I bring you content every single day. Upcoming sneaker releases, sneaker news, and sneaker reviews. And I want you guys to check in every single day to see those amazing sneakers that I'm bringing you. 毎日アップするので、毎日ぜひ見てください. Today I'm bringing you an absolute banger of a sneaker. It's the Nike LeBron 16 Watch the Throne. As I said in the introduction, today's review is all about the LeBron 16's Watch the Thrones, and I do bring you that content every single day, and I do want you to stay up to date with these sneaker reviews and sneaker news. 毎日アップするのでぜひチャンネル登録お願いします. And I want you to do that by clicking that subscribe button. I want to be ready for the Olympics that are coming in 2020. That's the whole point of my channel, is to try and grow on the wave of Olympic interest that's going to come later in this year. So please hit that subscribe button so my channel can grow in time to catch that wave and take this channel off into the future. And one of the ways I'm going to do that is by helping connect with the Japanese community over here, and sometimes I slip into Japanese to do that. 今日の英語の勉強のポイントは THR の発音です。Throne という言葉をよく言うので、Throne という言葉をよく聞いてください。あと CC バトンをクリックすると英語の字幕が出てくるので、それを見ながらこのコンテンツを見るとぜひおすすめします。Okay, let's talk about these Watch the Throne 16s, and we first have to look backwards at the Watch the Throne 9s that dropped a few years ago to see the inspiration for these. Now, the Watch the Throne 9s that dropped were very, very similar to these 16s. They had that black solid upper, and the main flashes of color came in the sock liner and the lacing system. They were the three main points: black upper, sock liner, lacing system. Now, on the 9s that dropped, you can see that the 9s had that sort of full outsole and midsole, that full midsole air unit right the way through the bottom of the sneaker, whereas on the 16s it's kind of broken into a few sections, 3 or 4 sections for that air units throughout the bottom of this sneaker. But that aside, there aren't really that many differences between the two sneakers. Solid black upper, laces that match that Watch the Throne theme, sock liner that matches that Watch the Throne theme. So we'll have a look at this 16 today, but while we're doing that, bear in mind this 9 here, and you can see the comparison between the two. The first thing we want to get close up and personal with is the upper, and it's a black knitted upper, and you have to have a real close look at it to see that black knitted effect that is on the upper of this sneaker. And when you kind of step back from it, it looks really smooth and unified, but when you zoom right in, as I've done here on this screenshot up here, you can see that it is a very close knitted upper to give you that support as well as that flexibility that you need on the basketball court. Another feature that's repeating from the 9s is the swoosh on the side of these sneakers. You can see that it is a gold swoosh, and that sort of gold pattern is repeated throughout the gold accents. Of course, like I said, the swoosh on the side is gold, which represents the king, and it is about the Watch the Throne, so therefore it should be gold, as we kind of all know. But the thing with this sneaker is that the gold swoosh is repeated on the 16, and yes, great feature, great touch, but on the 9s there are a lot more little gold accents throughout, which are not so evident, or perhaps not even there on the 16s. Particularly on the 9s, on the heel, there was a real flash of gold in there to give it a bit of a pop and a bit of an accent, but on the 16s there's not so much of that extra sort of branding and extra sort of little accents throughout the sneaker. It's much more solid and unified in the 60s with that all black upper. And like I said, one of the main features of the Watch the Throne line is the laces, and they have that very distinctive patterning on the laces. And yes, again, these 16s have that lacing system all the way there. You can see very, very clearly it very much matches the lacing system from the 9s when the Watch the Thrones dropped that time. And again, here we are with the Watch the Throne lacing system repeated again for these 16s. But there's a couple of places that have a real distinctive little flash on them that I appreciate very, very much. The smaller of the two is right down at the bottom of the lacing system in the center of the lace. There's a tiny little flash of gold. It's almost sculpted. It's not really a lace holder or a placeholder. It's not really a lace lock or anything like that. It's just a flash of gold sculpted there into the middle of the lacing system. Conversely, as you move up the lacing system, you've got this, not a flash of gold, I don't know, lightning of gold. It's such a bang of gold right there in the middle of the lacing system. It's pretty ugly if we're honest, but it is a very big flash of gold, and it does continue with that watch the throne motif that you see in that gold swoosh, you see in that sculpted bit on the bottom of the laces, and then again here on what is a lace lock or a lace holder, you've got that massive flash of gold right there, right in the middle of the lacing system. And then continuing up from the lacing system and the signature of the LeBron line, you've got the signature of the man himself right there on the tongues, on both of the tongues in gold again. You've got the signature of LeBron James right there to sort of complement the lacing system, and that small flash of gold at the bottom, the big flash of gold in the middle, and then right at the top you've got his name flashing right there to sort of complete that gold effect throughout the upper with along with the swoosh on the side too. We might as well continue our journey on as we've gone up through the lacing system all the way to the top of the tongue. We might as well go on the inside and have a look at that sock liner, which is that very distinctive Watch the Throne sort of colorway, if you like, for a sock liner, and it's very similar again to those 9s that dropped a few years ago. The similarities between the upper being all black, the lacing system being the Watch the Throne, and the sock liner being the Watch the Throne sort of design is very, very evident. And some people say it's actually very boring because there aren't enough changes between the 9s and the 16s. If anything, the 16s have less on them than the 9s did, and some people think that that takes away from the sneaker. Myself, I actually quite like them, and the main reason I like them is actually nothing to do with Watch the Throne. It's all to do with the outsole, which is a translucent outsole, and I think it's an absolute banger of an outsole, and it really makes this sneaker pop. So you've got that lovely color, the nice colors in the sock liner and the lacing system, solid black, and then bang, a really popping, icy, translucent outsole, which I think is the best feature of this sneaker, which is strange because the kind of effort in designing it has gone in the upper parts of it, that lacing system and the gold accent. So it's strange that it's actually the outsole for me, which is the main selling point of this sneaker. There you have it. That's the Watch the Throne review I'm bringing you today. I do bring you that daily content. All that remains for me to say is thank you for checking in. Please hit the subscribe button because I want to get this channel going before the Olympic wave kicks in and all that hype for Olympics 2020 gets going. It's probably going to start in the summer, so if we can grow the channel as much as possible before the Olympic hype kicks in, it will make sure that this channel is going to be successful on and into the future. So please hit that subscribe button down below. Thank you for checking in today, and as usual, you can guarantee that you will see me again tomorrow. Thank you for checking in today, guys. I really appreciate your being here and viewing my content. Over here we have the channel subscribe button. Channel登録ぜひお願いします. Over here we have the video I recommend you watch next. こちらはおすすめです. And up here we have a link to the channel introduction video. こちらはチャンネルのプロフィールのvideoです. Check them out. Clicking on them really helps the channel.